The title of the message tonight is More Wine, Please. On the third day, there was a wedding in Cana of Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. Now, both Jesus and his disciples were invited to the wedding. Mary goes to Jesus and says, "They've run out of wine. Can you help?" And Jesus says such an interesting thing. She asks Jesus for his help, and what does he say? "Woman, what does this have to do with me? My hour has not yet come." I am convinced that Jesus is not asking this question in order to be swayed one way or the other. Let's get it straight. God is sovereign. Jesus only did what the Father told him to do. So when Jesus asks his questions, we see, if we skip to the end, that his intention was to create wine the entire time. Jesus wanted Mary to confirm for herself why she was approaching him in the first place. We need the same question. When we follow God in our daily lives now, thousands of years later, we still need the answer to this question. You've run out of wine? What does that have to do with Jesus? You're feeling down. You're depressed. You're struggling. Your party sucks. Whatever it is, what does this have to do with your God? Everything. Now, there were set there 6 water pots. Why not say 5? Why not say 3? No, we have details for a reason. Now, in Jewish tradition, in Old Testament tradition, or scripture, whatever, the number 6 is the number of man. The same thing can be said for our walk with God. That man's efforts, just like a stone jar, always will end up empty. Everything you got to do, it's so complicated to make fine wine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to step in a second and make the best wine you've ever had. This is what Jesus is trying to tell us, is that when he steps into our lives, what should take forever, what should take years to perfect, takes a second. In this story, as he steps in and he says, "You don't even know what good wine really is. You don't even know how good it is what I'm bringing." When the wine runs out in your life, you go to the one that created the grapes. When the wine runs out, when you feel spiritually dead, when you can't taste anything anymore, you go to the one who spoke the grape into existence. You go to the one who spoke you into existence. When you don't know what's going on, you go to your God and your Creator.